experience. Bob, tell people where to do that.
Join us right where I've just turned us on live on your favorite streaming services, and your favorite streaming services are YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, in that order, at WHUP Pass the Hat, at WHUP Pass the Hat. That's how you find us everywhere.
Awesome. And we'll tell you more about that at the top of the hour. But right here, we are delighted to have our friends Dean and Riley Driver here back in the studio. Been a while. Great to see you both.
Certainly has been a while.
And you brought the whole Riley contingent with you.
Yes, yes.
I'm Riley contingent, the whole Driver contingent.
They're the Riley contingent, too.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. The whole band this time. We were doing
Awesome. Well, great to see all of you. And Dean, we... we've been here before, and so just whatever you'd like to play, we'd love to hear.
Okay, well, I'm going to start with one solo. So the way the songs evolve is I write them, and then at some point, if O'Reilly will hear it and say, hey, I've got something to add to that song, or vocally or accordionally.
Mm-hmm. Accordingly.
And so we haven't gotten there on this one. It may just be a solo song, but I wrote this last year after Helene hit Western California. It actually went from, anyway. And we had just been up there at a little rental house a month or so before, and I had started on this song, and then when the hurricane hit and all the destruction was real, I went ahead and finished it. I felt like that was sort of the universe saying, that song means something, get on with it. So, and one thing I'll say about this song, it's written in first person, but it's in the person of an older gentleman who lives alone, and he's a very religious person. So writing this song was kind of an experiment for me to kind of inhabit the body of someone who is a really serious Christian. So that's kind of fun. It's called Helen. Well, it's a wonder there's still mud up in the mountains, with a river raging red, so mean and dark. For weeks it seems it's flowing like a fountain. Somebody must have prayed for rain too hard. Well, I can feel the earth beneath me fall to pieces as a river rips the soil down to the sea. My knees drop to the floor, I call to Jesus. Say, how the hell have you forsaken me? Or have you finally come to set me free? Oh, my sweet Helen, here I come on the next beat of the drum. I'll be soaring up to see you on this hill beneath the sun. Well, thank the Lord for all his blessings, for the pastures and the trees. But all I ever asked of heaven was to hold you next to me, Helen. At the crash of breaking glass, my heart is halted. The roar of rushing water drowns my prayers. I fumble for the shotgun in the closet, and I stumble through the darkness up the stairs. I raise the muzzle skyward and I fire at the roof that kept us dry for 50 years. The ringing in my ears sounds like a choir, and the rain is running down my face like tears. through the hole a holy light appears. Oh, my sweet Helen, here I come, like a bullet from a gun. Now I'm soaring up to see you on this hill beneath the sun. We thank the Lord for all his blessings, for the pastures and the trees. But all I ever asked of heaven was to hold you next to me, Helen.
Gene Driver, live here on Pass the Hat. Song about a devastating storm. Have y'all been back up into that area since the storm hit?
Yeah, actually, Laurel, my wife, and I went up a few weeks back for our anniversary and stayed right next door to where we were. The houses survived up there. They were just a lot of stuff rebuilt.
Yep.
You can see where the water line came up.
Where did you stay? What part?
Hot Springs,
Okay.
which really got wiped out. The business district down there just got wiped out. There was only
Yep.
like
There's not
one
much of a
restaurant
business
and a food truck, available when we were there a year later. So
Wow.
they have a long ways to go.
I'm from Black Mountain, and that's the first song I've heard about Helene.
Right.
So that's striking in itself. I have heard and read poems that were generated, but not songs. So I'm extra appreciating that. Thank you.
It was inspired by that. I won't say that it's historically accurate or anything, but that certainly
We don't expect songs.
was the impetus. Yeah.
So you said you wrote that about a year ago, I guess. Is that right?
I started it over a year ago, but only finished it maybe 5 months ago.
But we know
I
that
dwell on these things, Kurt.
2024 was an interesting year for you, working on your record that was released about a year ago.
That's right.
And for all I know, and a wonderful piece of work, ambitious piece of work, 14 tracks or something
Thank
like
you.
that.
It
And so we're not going to spend a lot of time talking about that. But first of all, where can people find those wonderful songs out there in the common places?
Yeah, the common places. Spotify, as Bob mentioned, and Apple Music and all those places. My goal is to get it out there.
And the songs on there, do they encompass several years worth of writing, or?
My last album was released in 2013, so it's a good solid decade of my greatest hits from that 12-year period. So
And I understand Barry Gray was involved with this project in some way. What was his role?
Barry was producer. Barry, I had just met Barry a couple years before doing the first album, and really Barry produced that album. I mean, I didn't know at the time, but looking back, he was there with ideas and contributions of all sorts, and so this time I just made it official, and this was the first time he'd really, like I say, officially produced. And he's just great at it. And he and I have such, we have the same taste in music.
It's almost like that he is watching from West Jefferson right now.
Exactly.
Well, producers have different styles, and some of them are very assertive, and others are more collaborative. And I would expect that Barry would have been the latter.
He was a latter. I mean, he said going in, he said, in the end, it's going to be your choice, everything we do. But his
advice is very good.
His advice is good. And a couple of things went both ways. And we always had F.J. Ventry there, usually quiet, sitting there grinning at us. And we needed a tiebreaker. There he was. So.
And real quickly, what other friends contributed on that record?
Wow. Well, Riley, of course. My other kid, Ellis, did the beautiful artwork for the front of it that is my favorite thing to look at in the world. I still have it as my screen on my phone after all this time. I just adore it. And Barry was there, FJ was there. That's a tough question because I don't want to forget anybody, but we definitely had Cliff Greason came in on drums. great guy to work with, amazing. He plays for Sam Fraser and his band.
So Sam was involved.
Sam was involved. Sam did lead
Having
guitar.
Sam involved is a good thing.
Oh man, yeah, it's
gracious.
just like you don't even have to worry about it.
Ridiculous.
He'll do exactly what you need right off the bat. And it was
Well, we are
absolutely
here
no back and
to
forth.
play as much live music as we can, and really interesting here about everybody get out there to all the streaming services or track down Dean at one of the places he's playing next, which we will be enlightened a little later in the show, and get a hard copy of this.
Yep.
And then all the participants probably be listed on that.
It's true.
Absolutely.
And you get original artwork from Ellis.
It's true.
There we go.
It's true.
What do you got next?
Well, we're going to start with the opening track of the new album, which is called For All I Know. How long can you call it a new album?
As long as you want to.
Till somebody calls you out, right?
Until you have the next
You make the
album.
rules.
Yeah.
Could be decades.
My latest.
Yeah, I think a lot more questions are what can you get away with than we think they are. So
Yeah.
that's really the
That's
fundamental.
evident everywhere these
It
days. isn't
really is, huh?
So this is a silly little song called "Serious." It's a song. I think it's a genre I kind of learned from Mike Gaffney. I'll never do an interview where I don't mention Mike Gaffney, who we lost in 2021. He had these great songs that were all about characters, right? They were the character-based songs and the kind of outlandish characters. And this is sort of that. Serious. Though I never thought she took me all that serious, I was delirious. She was the movie queen of all my dreams. I guess all those feels I felt were not the same for her. It was some kind of game for her, in which she never passed the ball to me. No, 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 no. No, no, no. But lately, though, she's gotten so romantical. She's like an animal. You won't believe my streak of luck this week. You see, first I win $1 million in the lottery, and now she thinks a lot of me. It's a coincidence and it makes no sense. No, no, no. It makes no sense. You have to wonder though, what made her finally come around and listen to her heart. She wants to settle down and land here in my arms. Land here in my arms. Land here in my arms. I used to write I love you notes, fold them into paper boats, and then I'd float them down the river to the sea. I used to dream your hands would hold them and tenderly unfold them, and all that love I wrote would bring you floating back to me. Now some suggest she's being disingenuine. These so-called friends of mine, well, they don't have a clue what love can do. They say she's only digging on this gold of mine. Well, if so, that's fine, 'cause there's nothing I would rather buy than love. No, no, no. She's all I need, and I've been longing for her so. And now she finally come around and listen to her heart. She wants to settle down and land here in my arms. Ooh.
Very nice. Dean, what is that you're playing tonight?
It is a cool guitar. It's a rain song guitar. The model number is right here, and if I could read it, I'd sure be happy to tell you. But I bought it at Lowe's Vintage Instruments in Burlington, which is a really great shop.
I love that store.
Yeah, it's great. They're very fair. They're super knowledgeable. They don't try to catch you off guard or anything. I'm not really like one of those vintage, that's a 33 Gibson, blah blah blah. If I like a guitar, I like it, and I picked this one up, and I just immediately loved it. Part of it, just going back a little bit, I used to be an aerospace engineer, and I worked in California, and this is what a really nicely laid up composite part looks like.
It's
Right?
very
If
on
you
brand
take the
for
paint
you.
off.
It's very on brand.
Yeah, it is, but I
Dean.
love it, and in fact, I named it after my old boss. I call it Bert, because I used to work for a gentleman named Bert Rutan.
And it sounds great. I know they sound good
does
plugged
sound
in, but I was amazed when you started playing how good it sounds acoustically.
Yeah.
It's a big shift from my Tacomas that I still play, but this one it's just into my rotation right now. I'm probably going to go back to those guys, but it's great. Travel with. It's very durable and doesn't care about humidity and stuff like that.
Well, so he's the third person to come in with one of those to our show,
Whoa.
and I have to say that, so over the past few years, we've had 3 people come in with those guitars. They're no longer made, is my understanding, and I have to say that acoustically, this is really the best I've heard it sound,
Yep.
for sure.
And
Was
Riley,
Bill Whitmore possibly one of them?
Yes.
He was.
Oh, wow.
Was he one of
Because
them?
this is his guitar.
Oh, no kidding.
well, Bill
was
was here
playing at
about a
Younger.
month ago. He came in with a pre-war.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That was
Okay.
beautiful.
As far as you
He's
get
with
for
us
that.
every November, so he's been in here with a rain song before. But
Oh, that's fun.
continuing our Maddie Sheets gear time,
Oh, yeah.
we need to hear about the accordion.
Oh, I don't know a lot about it.
We know less
This is
about
my
it.
second accordion. When I graduated to needing a nicer accordion than the one that we went halvesies on at a flea market, maybe when I was in high school, and that
think
was how I
so,
started
you
playing
were
accordion.
saying
It was like, that just seems like a really good deal for like a really loud instrument.
How hard can it be? It's like a piano, right?
And then the weirdest part of it was I had found this online because I was like, all right, I'm ready to get an accordion that doesn't have the 2 wrong buttons and the nearest repair shops in Massachusetts. And I somehow had talked to you that day. I was like, oh, I'm going to Fuquay Farina to get a $350 accordion. And he was like, that's weird. I, too, am going to Fuquay Farina today to buy a $350 instrument, but a guitar. I'm like, well, let's ride together.
Craigslist.
Yeah, got it from a
both
couple
on
of been
Craigslist.
up in their temperature-controlled attic. I think it's from the 60s.
And so, Riley, there's a lot going on there. Did you start by playing piano?
Play a little bit of piano. For a lot of the accompany stuff I've been doing with him, I'm really over here on the chording side, which people find intimidating, but also is actually, if you want to learn how to play accordion, it's not that hard to figure
Kim,
out.
that's a lot of buttons.
Circle of fifths.
It
Yeah.
will, but
It's
my
math.
question is related to yours in that we don't live in Wisconsin. So where do you get, or did you take accordion lessons, or are you one of those fine folks who can learn it intuitively, self-taught? How'd you learn?
I did take a few accordion lessons, and I couldn't find any accordion lessons in the area
Surprise!
until I searched Craigslist with accordion spelled wrong, and then I found someone in Greensboro where I live.
Everybody spells it wrong. Is
Who
that the
taught
point?
me in the basement of a church, very polka style.
Wow.
You also
By the
took
way-
lessons from Crystal Bright.
I took one lesson from Crystal Bright, and that was very helpful.
And you're still
Okay.
doing the homework from that from like 10
Yeah,
years
yeah.
ago.
I haven't finished. I'm not
She's
ready to go back.
amazing.
Gabriella says, hey to Bert, and she asks, does the accordion have a name?
No. I don't know. I don't think it has a gender either, if you were curious. I haven't really thought about it.
Fair.
Yeah.
It's fabulous.
Yeah, it's very fun.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's very
this
loud.
music is fabulous, and we really need to get as much as we can in the next 40 minutes or so. So what do you have for us next?
Let's do it.
All right, so this is a song that I don't think I played without Riley. So this is one that's like, I obviously need some harmonies and stuff on this and the accordion. So
The accordion takes it to church.
it does. It takes it to
does.
church. It's pretty
You'll
much
see
a
what we
pipe
mean.
organ going on over there. It has all the different buttons. It's now on pipe organ. This is called Angels, and I'll just let you figure it out. Ready? What if all of us are angels who don't recognize our true selves, so consumed by all things earthly that we don't see we're holy, so we fold our wings behind us, answer suffering with silence, turn our backs to others' sorrow like we don't know their holy. We look for help above, but we have all the love we need down here. No need to be afraid. People, don't you wait. Could it be her fate for us to save each It's time to put the past behind us, spread our wings of hope and kindness. Let the purpose of our days be to boldly behold. What if all of us are angels?
Amen. Dean and Riley, driver, live here in the studio, taking us to church as they said they were going to be.
Now we're going somewhere else, but I don't. and It's not church, but I'm not sure where we're going.
Okay, they're going to take us somewhere else,
We're
but
going somewhere else next.
I need to tell you folks that, boy, we got a lot of people on the live stream. Gabriella, we told you about, CJ
Gabby.
Peters, Jeff Tielander, and Tammy, and Barry and Isabel and Nick and Mary and Matt and Susan and others, which I connect with the others more than anybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm generally an other myself.
Oh, so real.
Dean, what does your writing process now looks like in your life? Because we go through different phases in our life. You have been in a pretty high intensity job in your life. You are a family person. You are a leader in the arts community who provides space for others. And yet here you are, the writer also. So what does the process look like now?
See, I'm a songwriter, and all those other things are or excuses for not writing songs more.
That's
the
how I
only
feel.
reason I do anything else is I say, well, I don't have time. No, it's so hard. You know, I have this discussion with songwriters all the time. We have a song circle, of course, at Doodad Farm the last Thursday of every month at over in Greensboro at 7 o'clock. It's so common I hear somebody say something like, it's not that I love writing songs, it's that I have written a song, right? The process is grueling, as you know, as a poet and songwriter. It's when it works, it's wonderful, but most of the time it doesn't work for me, and I just have to beat it to death. You know? I just have to beat it to
Spring
death.
forth
There
joyously.
you go.
All these voices saying that's not just a bad song, it's a bad idea for a song, and you should not be writing songs in the first
And maybe
place.
you're bad,
It's like,
actually. Just
yeah, exactly. Who the hell are you to be writing songs? What are you doing? But no, I just so I really have to. It's a really a struggle to get them out. A few have. The quickest song I ever wrote was like 2 weeks, you know, and that was like
That's-
magic.
Why we have songwriter circles, right?
We
so
do.
To help people fight back those demons that tell them they're not good enough, or they shouldn't be writing this song, or they're not the right person to be writing this song. The songwriter circle will tell you no, that this is right person, right time. It's your idea. Play it.
there we go.
It's a good song circle or songwriter circle is a great therapy session as well. I mean, we have people break down in tears quite often at ours, you know. We have new people coming who have never played this song they've written in front of anybody and stuff like that. It's really,
It's emotional.
it's an emotional, serious time, but usually we're laughing our way through it.
Well, we've got time for one more before the top of the hour, and we have to do some business. So I'm happy to shut up.
I gotta find my song here.
It's in there.
This song is called Last So Long, and it goes out to people who live life on the edge and either get away with it or don't get away with it. I respect those people who just wake up every day and just go do whatever they feel like they want to do, and they don't worry about the future. And this song goes out for those guys. The dancer's name was Jenny. You should see her shake and shimmy on that shiny pole. The bouncer's name was Roger. He would often stop and watch her through a tiny hole. And after the show, down on his knee, Roger pleaded, Jenny, won't you marry me? Well, it took about a month. She was wrong. Nobody expected them to last so long. Last so long. Now, no one ever said that Jericho, my friend, was truly suicidal. It's more correct to say that he never had a stake in his own survival. And tearing it up, driving it hard, a demolition derby on the boulevard. Well, I was not a bit surprised when I heard he'd gone. Nobody expected him to last so long. Last so long, last so long before the rules were written, and long before the apple bitten. You long to feel that wildness in your veins. The preachers, they condemn desire of those who dance so near the fire, but who's the fool and who's a liar and who's the one to say? Now the The last time we saw Jenny, she was 22 and skinny, recently divorced. Her belly 9 months later, it was round as a tomato. Roger's boy, of course. And Roger was there, holding her hand when Roger Jr. popped into the promised land. Half a century later, they're still going strong. She said, I never even dreamed that it would last so long, 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 last so long. Last so long, 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 last so
Right, Dean and Riley Driver are concluding the first half of our live portion of Pass the Hat. We are WHUP LP Hillsboro. We are here every night, have been pushing on 11 years, Bob?
Every Friday night.
Every night, feels like every night. Every Friday night
Park's here
from
every
6 to 8
night.
o'clock, live portion 6:30 to 7:30. And Bob, we're so fortunate to have an hour 2 sponsor.
That's right. When do y'all grab that
You
box?
got a spokesmodel.
Support for this second hour of Pass the Hat is sweetly provided by Matthews Chocolates, 104 North Churton Street, Hillsboro, North Carolina, the finest in chocolate and chocolate accessories for all of your chocolate needs. And let's face it,
We all have chocolate needs.
every guest on Pass the Hat gets a gift of chocolate. We don't know what's in the box, but we know that it's delicious, and we've never seen one ripped into like Dean is doing
This is
right
very
now on the
exciting.
live stream.
He's not even a bass player. I'm shocked.
I just want to see if it's real. Yep. Ooh, it looks beautiful.
Matthew
I'll
makes
open it for
wonderful
Riley.
stuff over there. The best lattes in Hillsboro, the best ice cream in Hillsboro, gelato, excuse me, and various sorbets too. Y'all, every holiday is a chocolate holiday. You know we have big holidays coming up. Do not expect to roll in there the day before one of these big holidays and get a bunch of chocolate. Place that order in advance, and he will take care of you. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program. Thank you, Matthew.
So the quality of the poetry in that last song
Was
on a
banging,
scale
wasn't
of 10 was 11.
Right?
Yeah, I can't unsee the image of him looking through the hole in the wall. That's epic. And also the apple bitten. So you've got this series of images, right, of the sin, the sin, the sin, and the apple bitten. So when you're listening to poetry and kind of evaluating.
I love hearing people who actually listen. And
Well,
get it. Yeah,
but
so
but you write the thing that poets want to write, and that is the unpredictable rhyme. We play a game with my poet friends because it's what we're doing with our lives. But you listen to a song, you listen to a poem, and you predict the rhyme, and that's. If you're the person who's written that, that's maybe not a great thing. And I could not have predicted any of those rhymes. So 11 out of 10, well done. That was good stuff.
The rhyme is a double-edged sword, and it's a blessing and a curse. Sometimes when it leads you into some idea you wouldn't have thought of
Yeah.
if you weren't struggling to make it rhyme.
Yes.
Sometimes you just have to throw out the whole thing because there's nothing there.
That's also
English
true.
language, right? And that hurts. That hurts.
I have a few questions, but I think we should hear some more music first. Do you guys mind?
I don't even know.
Not at all.
Okay.
This is hum.
This is Hummingbird. It's probably the oldest song on the album. I think I had this one written when I did the previous album, Late Bloomer. But, yeah, so. And this one needs an accordion.
It needs an accordion.
Like a.
What doesn't, though?
Not everyone knows
My.
when you need an accordion, but when you hear the song, you'll be like, yeah, it did need an accordion.
Yeah, it gives it that European.
Yeah, it's not church
Flair,
it's doing
yeah.
something different.
So this song is called Hummingbird. It goes out to, well, hummingbirds are also, a blessing and a curse. In the spring, they're beautiful, they're amazing. I don't think there's a more magical looking creature, but the iridescence of their little feathers and their ability to fly with invisible wings. It's just amazing. To hover there, it's just they're amazing. But then you put out a sugar water feeder, and you see the very worst of these creatures, right? They're
true.
horrible.
See,
They're
handouts
horrible.
just ruin things.
That's
wow.
right. I mean, surprised they can still see because they're trying to peck each other's eyes out. It's horrible to watch. And that reminded me of some people I had met in my life. So this goes out to those folks. This is called Hummingbird. Ready for this one?
Oh yeah.
You're like a hummingbird, a fleeting flash of sun. Don't listen to you, you take the breath of everyone. Your heart beats with your wings as you dance bloom to bloom, seeking sweetness in the depths of all that's beautiful. I first saw you laughing in the park. I felt a humming in my heart. You gleam like sunshine. You jumped into my arms and you kissed me on the cheek. I didn't even need to speak. I knew you'd always be mine. You're like a hummingbird, a fleeting flash of sun. Just a glimpse of you would take the breath of everyone. Your heart beats with your wings as you dance bloom to bloom, seeking sweetness in the depths of all that's beautiful. I last saw you dancing in the sun, flashing smiles at everyone. Your eyes so empty, I shouted out your name, and I opened up my arms, but just like an arrow through my heart, you looked right through me. Oh, you're like a hummingbird, you prima donna, you're only happy when everyone's admiring you. You'll never settle down, you'll dance from bloom to bloom, seeking sweetness in the depths of all that's beautiful. You're stealing sweetness in the depths of all that's beautiful. You suck the life right out of everything that's beautiful.
not give Dean Driver a hummingbird feeder for Christmas? Hey, Riley, we talked earlier during Gear Time about this accordion a little bit and a previous accordion, but I'm wondering what your introduction to playing music generally was and how did that come about?
I think it's fair to say that I really rode this guy's personal renaissance of playing guitar and writing music again after his 50th birthday.
Pretty much.
I kind of had a
playing music.
feeling that you had something to do with that, in fact, rather than just riding coattails.
Well, we did help with building a stage. I think that's really what started a lot of it.
A lot of that.
But that's not all. But yeah, that was a big piece. That was when I came in. I was like, oh, we should build a stage on the old tobacco barn.
I think all of us just at that point decided to turn our music meters way the hell up from where they've been.
I mean,
What
I
was
don't
in
know.
the air? What caused that to happen?
I'd say part of it is these guys going off to college and starting their own lives and
Hey,
having a
Dean,
little
I was
more
asking
time.
Riley.
Well, I did
See?
redirect on the coattails thing,
Yeah,
so
you
that's
did,
on
yeah.
me. No, well, and I think I love a project, as a person, and I love a team project, and I love a team. So, and this was before I was in a union organizing, which is where a lot of that energy has gone, but we caught it right on time. It's like, what if we had like 50 volunteers for 2 weekends to build a stage in the woods? And then before it was even done, we were like having shows out. It just like happened.
It's sort of
You
a
know.
if you build it, they will come kind of a situation.
Very much so. And then it's like, why
Yeah.
do we have a stage if we're not going to have somebody
Fair
play
point.
some
right.
music out there?
We better pass some music.
Might as
too.
well do it.
And
And
by
then I
the
guess
way-
I should learn how to play music so that we.
By the way, Jack Gorham agrees. Everything needs accordion.
There we go. Wow, that's an unpopular
that's
sentiment,
just-
but I like that you said that.
That's accordion to Jack.
That's true. We might be
Oh,
biased.
sorry. Had that one ready.
We are 3/4 of the way through the show, so it's time for me to stop talking and you guys to start playing.
Ooh, okay. Well, there's no rush either, right? We don't want to get in a hurry here.
No, not at all.
No, everything's cool in Hillsboro.
Yeah, there we go.
Once we got the UGG out.
Oof.
What?
That's a very
It's
specific
an
reference.
inside joke between Bob
Wow.
and Dean.
On another night. Yeah.
Dean wrote a song.
Is it Googleable?
It is. I've got it
Okay.
on the Pass the Hat YouTube page. In fact, I recently reposted it to the Hillsborough Police Department page just so they would know about it.
That's very important.
The song is Get the UGG Out, about how Hillsborough is wasting so much effort on the UGH at the end. But it should just be HILZBRO.
That's right.
I think Dean should play a song
I
now.
think you're right.
Greensboro.
Right. Well, it is important. Don't y'all forget about that.
Yeah.
Greensboro, no UGG. Pittsburgh,
to.
no UGG. They're doing just fine. Just saying. All right. So this is one of my funnest songs to write because I just had this metaphor for helping people out that I just popped in my head. It was almost I don't know where it came from, but it just drove me through the song. I just love the metaphor so much, and it's called Tugboat. Oh, I no longer can convince myself you're doing fine. Well, something's weighing down your shoulders. Something's tangled up your mind. And all the time I've known you, you've never sunk so low. It's like you're lost out on the ocean. You can't find your way back home. Well, let me be your tugboat. Everything will be alright. Let me be your tugboat. Grab the rope and hold on tight. I'll pull you through these swirling seas. We'll get your feet back on the ground, the solid ground. You say you're good, I knew you would, you always do. You never seem to mention all those storms you're going through. And I can read you like a compass, I can read you like a map. And this course you're on is splintered wood and bone. I can help to guide you through, as I was once as lost as you. And we're all here to help each other. We were never meant to be alone. So let me be your tugboat. Everything will be alright. Let me be your tugboat. Grab the rope and hold on tight. I'll pull you through. These swirling seas will get your feet back on the ground, the solid ground. Let me be your tugboat. Won't you let me be your tugboat? Let me be your tugboat. I know you'd do the same for me if I were lost out on the sea.
I have two favorite Dean Driver songs. That's one. And the other is Letter to My Future Self, or Song to My Future Self, the Future
yeah.
You.
Future
Yeah.
you.
And I'll tell you why. You're really good at getting at the essential essence of do the right thing. Put your feet on the ground, do the right thing. And look to the people around you. Like, you deliver that message, I think, better than most. And everyone has their gift as a songwriter. You know, some people are really able to get at the metaphors and the big umbrella ideals. And I always feel like with your song, your feet are very firmly on the ground. Where do you think that comes from?
I think it's from a really short attention span.
Whatever it takes, you know?
I mean, I just have to. I have to have. I mean, it doesn't have to have a hook kind of thing. It has to have an overriding theme for me to be interested in it. And when I first get those few words of lyrics that come falling through the clouds or whatever, my first question is, yeah, but what's the whole thing? What's the enchilada here that ties it all together, right? So yeah, that's what I'm looking for, the enchilada.
Well, but people can see your songs. Like, a kid could see your song. Every kid knows what a tugboat is, right?
Yeah.
Every kid.
And get the metaphor pretty easily, too.
Yeah, so it's,
So,
and that's a compliment to you that you'll make it hard. That for these ideas that are so essential, they shouldn't be hard. I don't think they should be hard. I think it should be very accessible to people.
Right.
right.
Yeah.
Accessibility is huge for me. I don't want to. I'm always fighting between I'm too direct, I'm too linear. I want to be more abstract, but then when I start going abstract, I'm like, I don't want to lose people either, right? So I'm
Right,
always
that's hard.
yeah, right on top of that.
I can't wait for the prog rock Dean Driver to come out.
Okay, Bob.
Well,
Calm down.
Dean, we'd
You will wait.
touched on it earlier, but we're going to circle around. Any live shows planned for you?
Actually, a week from tonight, we're playing at the Lumina Tap Room in Chapel Hill. Never
Nice.
played there before.
It's a good place.
Well, that's
The great Barry Gray and Isabel Balls. I'm
Southern
sure will be
Village?
there doing the sound for us. It's Southern Village, but it's the theater there. Apparently, they have a tap room now, and there's
Yeah.
Nice.
fantastic.
And how about Doodad? Any shows out there coming up?
Doodad is done
For the-
year.
because it's-
And
I was
that's
like,
why-
wait, it's
that's why I have
done?
this smile on my face. No, I love the labor of Doodad, but it's nice when it's over and we get a winter to just chill out and think about next year.
Excellent.
But we are making some cool plans. Our tribute next year is going to be great.
Come on, tell us what it is, Dean.
I can't yet.
Come on.
Because it might.
We
can't.
won't tell anybody.
Teaser.
We haven't like voted on it in our informal way of voting, but I think it's a cool idea.
I got you. So you have to pretend that it's democratic. I see how that.
Yeah.
Are you
that's
making
right.
up a like kind of bad idea to be like, we have two choices? It's a really good idea. It's
Yeah,
kind of dumb,
yeah.
like silly.
This-
It's just crowd management.
This one
Yeah.
we're going to cover Kid Rock, all Kid Rock, or this idea. You know,
So we got time for
what?
maybe
two
two.
more. Okay. Okay. Well, perfect. That's how many songs we know. All right. This one we haven't done very much, and I think of it as a meditation. I think of it as a meditation of love and kindness, personally, but with a different dressing. It's called "How Much Trouble." How much trouble can it be to let me do the driving when you're riding in the back seat? Yeah. Why don't you roll down your window and breathe? See the scenery and such. Get in touch with what you're feeling. And if I choose my roads like Robert Frost, might do me some good to get a little lost. How much trouble could it be? And how much trouble could it be to pull to the side and give a ride to someone lonely? And once you get to talking, you'll see that all of us are apples that have fallen from the same tree. And if you have to choose between two roads, remember either one will take you to the place you're gonna go. How much trouble, how much trouble, how much trouble could it be? How much trouble could it be? And how much trouble could it be to sit beside the river and consider all your blessings? 'Cause every sparkle in the water you see is a glimpse of the light of a life you could be living. If you decide to dive beneath the waves, let the river wash your sorrows and your sins away. How much trouble, how much trouble, how much trouble could it be? How much trouble, how much trouble, how much trouble could it be? Say, how much trouble, how much trouble, how much trouble could it be? How much trouble, how much trouble, and how much trouble could it be? How much trouble could it be? Yeah, 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 how much trouble? How much trouble could it be? Yeah. How much trouble? Could it be?
Dean and Riley Driver live here in the studio. We've got time for one more song, but before we jump into one more song, can you remind folks where to find you online, where to find your music, where to buy your music, and where to see you live coming up or find out about upcoming live shows?
I think the Lumina next Friday is the one we got. The Lumina Tap Room in Chapel Hill is the is really all we got lined up at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I would say not for lack of effort, but it is probably a lack of effort on our parts.
How much trouble could it be?
I know, really.
How hard are you really trying?
It's just, it's the old thing. I mean, luckily I have friends who are like, hey, you want to play there? I'm like, yeah, that'd be great. But boy, I'm kind of old to be looking for a job all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Feels like
online?
begging.
I'm kind of old anyway, but I'm really old for that.
But you do have a CD out, and people can go out and listen to it on streaming services. If they happen to see you at the Lumina next Saturday, they can maybe buy some.
I will
from
have
you?
some with me, yes.
Right?
I will have some of the discs with me.
And are
they
they
won't go
in places
away.
like CD Baby or on or Bandcamp or on a Bandcamp Friday? They can buy some. And
Right now, the buying the CD is just, I'm sorry, but there's only a few people in the country who want to do that. So I'm not going to pretend that they're like.
Come out to Chapel Hill
Come out and
next
get
Friday.
one. Get one with you. It's beautiful.
And it's Dean Driver Music on Facebook,
That's right. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's exactly.
so they can stalk you there.
Yep.
Yep.
Welcome, stalkers.
Stalk all you want.
Excellent. Well,
That's why I'm here.
We do have, as I said, time for this one more song. Let's hear it, and then y'all, the live stream will end at that point. The show does not end.
Oh my
We're going to
gosh.
hear a playlist that Dean and Riley put together, or maybe Dean just put together. I don't know.
Oh, I helped a little,
Excellent.
but not a lot. Kind of the
That'll-
same thing I'm doing right now.
That'll go on for another.
Oh, you're key, buddy. You're
That'll go on
key.
for another 30 minutes. We just won't do it via the live stream. We'll tell you about that in a moment.
There
Take
we
it away,
go.
guys.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so this song, our closing song tonight, this was a couple years ago. I somehow decided to take on the idea of balance, the concept of balance, and write a song on it, which is not the way I usually work it, but it was a cool experiment, and this came out, and I'm not going to say too much more about it because we talked about it. She says sometimes I tell too many secrets in the introduction. So, it's called Center of Gravity, and here we go. You always have to keep your feet beneath the center of your gravity. It's not as simple as it seems to keep yourself from falling. Little babies, they can't figure out what standing up is all about. Like turtles on the dirty ground, they get along by crawling. I can feel your hands hold me up. Now let me go. My feet, they start to dance to hold me up. Oh, now watch me go. And my mama's on her knees with her hand stretched out to me. She's smiling and she's calling out my name. And I'm giving it my all with my wobbly little waltz. And my feet know how to catch me every time I start to fall. Now once you've tackled gravity, you walk around so easily. You chase your curiosity without the fear of falling. Soon the winds of change will blow. The ground will shake beneath your toes. You'll question everything you know. Each step it feels so daunting. But don't be swallowed by the strain. Walk against the wind and rain. And if the world should knock you down, it's not your first time on the ground. And don't forget, you're not alone. All the love that you've been shown is still there coursing through your veins. And like a memory remains. There we go.
Dean and Riley Driver, live here in the Pass the Hat studio, and as we warned you, it's about time for the live stream to end, and we're going to flip over to listening to the playlist that these guys brought in for us to play and provide intros and outros as necessary. So you guys watching the live stream, show does not end. It just flips over to the radio broadcast, which you can listen to at 104.7 FM here in Hillsboro. If you're not here in Hillsboro, WHUPFM.org, or the TuneIn app, or Radio Garden, or any of those things that allow you to hear those radio live streams around the world. We are out there. You can find us, but we're going to end the live stream. It might take me a couple of light years to get this
You
done.
know, we should tell people what to do tomorrow night as you do that. They can.
I'm good at telling people where to go, not necessarily what to do.
Oh, I was totally down to be told what to do.
What they do is up to them.
What
Right.
should I do? I've been wondering.
Well, Bob, tomorrow night, our friend of the show, and we haven't seen him for a while, John Stevens, Sentimental Johnny Stevens.
Oh,
Because,
yeah.
you know, he's raising a family, he's raising teenagers.
That poor man.
The dude is busy. But he is playing tomorrow night at, what is the name of that place? I just
Clay
pulled it.
Street Tavern?
Clay Street Tavern in Mebane. With no UG.
Mebane has no
Mebane.
See, I'll get out to Clay Street in downtown Mebane and catch John Stevens. That's going to be a fun show too.
Yeah, it will be fun.
But
Fantastic.
y'all, we are going to end the live stream now. We're going to start with your playlist that you can start telling us about, but also wave goodbye to the live stream. Bye, y'all.
Bye. See you, Gabby.